Hello, this is Nicole Monahan with Monahan Studio. I'm an illustrator here in the Pacific Northwest, and I've got my dog Cricket here. I'll show you. He's very cute. We are out in the woods, and I'm going to show you how to find something to draw. And a lot of art is observation, right? Really looking at things and capturing the character and the essence of it. Really looking at a lot of different things. And so instead of drawing, I'm going to do a little video on observation. So we are out here in the woods, and you may not have the woods to go walking around in, but wherever you are, you can get out of the house and you can look around. So even if you're in the city, there's probably a ton of things to draw in the city too. So I'm going to flip the camera around here so you don't really need to be looking at me. And we're going to look at some cool things here. So let's look around and make a few observations here. So if you're looking at water's pretty hard to draw, to capture, but what do you notice about the water different from the rocks next to it? There is a lot of contrast, right? You can see the really strong white highlights where the ripples are, and right next to it you can see really dark areas, black areas of the shadow of the ripple, and that's what will make it look reflective. Another thing to do, or another thing to observe, if you look at the leaves right down here in front of us, it's the same thing I was just talking about with the water. There's a lot of contrast, right? You can see sharp edges, you can see really dark, deep holes that are black, and you can see white areas that the light's shining on. Today is not a very sunny day, so our colors are really nice. If you look further away at the leaves, there's not as much contrast, right? There's not those sharp lines. The colors are a little bit more muted, and they blend together a little bit more. You just see speckles of kind of goldens and browns, and you're kind of losing those whites and blacks. Maybe we'll do one more thing. I like to keep these videos really nice and short. So we've got, maybe we should just talk about contrast, right? And you can work on that today. Contrast with things up close, far away, things with water. Just a second, let me yell at my dog. Cricket, come on! He's getting a little far. Okay, so this is kind of cool. If you find, and this is kind of a fun thing you can do with your camera, is, I'm in a forest and there's a lot here, right? Kind of overwhelming if you wanted to sit down and draw that. But you could whip out your camera, most of us carry our camera around with us, and just walk around like I'm doing and look for interesting shapes. So this is the edge of a log. Here comes Cricket. Hey baby, good boy. Yes, there's your treat, good boy. Okay, so off. He's very wet from the water. Hey baby. Okay, back to our lesson here. So this is a cool shape, right? And it's fun to do little peekaboos. See how there's a peekaboo through there? Oh, I know. Cricket's like, I know that trick, and I'm sitting down, he can't do the peekaboo. Anyway, I'm a little distracted now. So just look for cool shapes, right? And work with your cool shapes with the camera, using that as kind of your framework. Because then you can really cut down a lot of the chaos that's going on and a lot of things that will overwhelm you. Okay? And going back to contrast, just look how there's so many blacks in that shape. So if you have a lot of blacks and contrast in the shape that you think is cool, and then around it you just have beautiful color, it will really stand out. So we are signing off. Cricket, big, big, good boy. Say bye. All right, see you later. Again, this